Have you ever wondered why solar cells primarily use visible light, not ultraviolet or infrared? The answer lies in the fascinating world of quantum physics and semiconductors. Now, let's take a moment to understand the basics. Solar cells, those shiny panels you see on rooftops, are a type of technology that converts sunlight into electricity. This is known as the photovoltaic effect. The secret sauce in this process is visible light, the spectrum of light that our eyes can detect. From the violets and blues at one end to the reds and oranges at the other, this range of light is crucial for solar cells to work effectively. While solar cells can absorb some ultraviolet and infrared light, it's the visible light that has the right amount of energy to excite electrons in the semiconductor materials of the solar cells. So, it's clear that visible light plays a pivotal role in solar cells. But how exactly does this work? Let's delve deeper into the science behind this. At the heart of a solar cell, we find semiconductors, usually made of silicon. These semiconductors are responsible for the magic that happens inside a solar cell. The science behind this magic is actually quite fascinating. When photons or particles of light from the visible spectrum hit the semiconductor, they transfer their energy to the electrons present in the semiconductor material. This energy excites the electrons, liberating them from their atoms and allowing them to move freely. The movement of these electrons is what we refer to as an electric current. Now, you might be wondering, why visible light? Well, it's all about the energy. Light comes in different forms: ultraviolet, visible, infrared, and so on. Each of these forms carries a different amount of energy. Ultraviolet light has too much energy and can damage the semiconductor material, while infrared light, on the other hand, does not carry enough energy to excite the electrons. Visible light, then, is like the Goldilocks of light forms. It's just right. It carries just the right amount of energy to excite the electrons without causing any damage. This makes it the most efficient form of light for electricity production in our current solar cell technology. So, visible light is the sweet spot for solar cells, providing just enough energy to generate electricity efficiently. Now that we've uncovered why solar cells primarily use visible light, let's summarize the key points. Essentially, visible light falls within the optimal range for solar cell semiconductor materials. It has the right amount of energy to excite electrons, sparking them into action to generate an electric current. While solar cells can absorb some ultraviolet and infrared light, it's the visible light that's the real powerhouse in our current technology. So next time you see a solar panel, remember the fantastic journey of visible light photons, exciting electrons, and producing clean, renewable energy.